event, sales teams collect dozens of business cards. Most end up in a pocket, a photo gallery, a spreadsheet nobody reopens. This is Aclaro's Card2Contract companion, an execution companion, not a chatbot, not OCR, not a CRM form. This is what happens to one of the cards from Automation Expo in Mumbai. Let us kickstart the process. Okay, let's upload the business card details along with a short note. So this is Priya Deshmukh, VP Operations at Vertex Industrial Systems, an industrial equipment manufacturer. The conversation was short, but she said something specific. So all that has been captured here. Codes for engineered systems take 2 to 3 weeks and shows she's frustrated and pushing for AI. Go ahead to step 2, which is the enrich. This is where the agent does the research a busy salesman never has time for. Company size, sector, public signals, technology, and hiring patterns, everything is captured. Everything comes back labeled, whether it is a confirmed fact, a research signal, or an assumption still to validate. That labeling is the whole point. It never lets a guess quietly become a fact, as you can see here. So, these are the 10 points about vertex, a signal worth noticing given what Priya just told us about code delays are also mentioned here. See, quotation turnaround appears important enough for VP operations. Quotation generation may rely on spreadsheets. All these are assumption validation and signals which are mentioned over here. Let us go to the next step, which is the interpretation. This is where the agent stops collecting information and starts making sense of it, reading the role and the notes into one business outcome, as you can see here, that the primary outcome, the KPI, and the primary constraint along with the AI leverage hypothesis. The primary outcome in this case it shows efficiency, and the KPI is the engineering quotation turnaround time. This is the primary KPI which has to be dealt with, along with the baselines 2 to 3 weeks, which can be validated. And the personal constraint and hypothesis also is given here. So, persona read, along with it, the persona read is also given for this particular card, and that is an influencer. Based on the reasoning, the fact, and signaling, this has been concluded. But though it can be changed according to our choice. Next is prioritize. Every opportunity gets scored the same way. 12 dimensions, as you can see here, 1 to 5 each, averaged into a single priority call. This is what turns a pile of cards into a ranked list instead of a guess about where to start. So, here are the various dimensions based on which the opportunity is scored, along with the reasoning for the scoring. And in this case, we can see that the average score is 4.17. So the priority is high. So this merits direct follow up rather than the nurture. So primary gate high. In any time, at any point of time, we can definitely override this priority. But as for now, we are going with A. Next comes the personalization. So personalized, this is a decision point. Every card gets scored on three possible path forwards: the relationship, problem to proof, and the ecosystem. Always all three. Even the ones it won't recommend are shown over here, and the scores are also shown over here. Here. So For relationship, it is showing 3.5, problem to prove 4.5, and ecosystem 5.0. And the recommended system is ecosystem or account expansion. Along with it, a fallback path is also recommended over here. And it is also giving the reason why it has chosen the path C. So we can the confirm the person influencer and choose ecosystem path. Next comes the proposed path, where once a path is chosen, the agent builds the entire outreach kit in one pass, where you can see a LinkedIn note, LinkedIn follow up note, the email draft, email follow up note, two-page discussion outline. Everything is given in one shot along with the internal summary as well. So, here every draft is exactly what is needed, but it is a draft still. So, a human intervention is needed where they can read, verify, and then send everything. For Priya, the email leads with the quoting delay as a hypothesis to test, not a claim about her business, and offers a 90-day proof instead of a sales pitch. Next is step 7, which is the follow up. This is where most tools stop and most opportunities quietly die. The agent sets a cadence based on priority and urgency and decides in advance what happens if there is no reply, as you can see here. So, the follow up plan within 24 hours and email, day 3 to 5 LinkedIn follow up, 7 to 10 request stakeholder interaction, day 14. So, all these are the plans which needs to be followed, and a recommended fallback message is also given here. Next is the step discover. Step 8, discover, is like long before a meeting is even booked, the agent has already built the discovery call agenda. Questions designed specifically to validate or kill the hypothesis from step 3, not generic small talk. So you can see the context, the KPI validation, constraint validation, impact quantification, all the things are put over here. Let's go to the step 9, which is the proof, where the stage defines the 90-day proof. The objective is to validate whether AI can produce a measurable reduction in code turnaround against the agreed baseline. So, this is designed purely on outcome and one KPI. This is the structure which has been designed for the 90-day proof structure: phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4, where the objectives, measurements, everything is given, and the actual delivery commitments as well. Outcome first engagement, KPI defined before implementation, measurement built into execution, and the status item, all everything, all the details in one shot is given over here. Next, we move on to the step 10, which is the contract. The stage converts the approved proof concept into contract ready pre brief. The goal is to align scope, KPI, success criteria, and define the ownership and decision gates before the actual commercial document is actually created. So, this is a draft version for SOW pre brief. Scope, out of scope, baseline method, success criteria, data and access requirements, everything is covered here. Assumptions, validations, contract readiness, as you can see here. Next is the last, the step 11 scale, which is basically to hand over everything to customer success, the deal context, promises made, and the first 30 days of actions. So nothing gets lost if this actually closes. So you can see a handoff note, key stakeholders, commitments made, everything is written over here which can be used for future references also. And a final dashboard row is also shown here. Due, risk, everything. And the age, this is a new one, so it is saying new. And the final card to contract summary for this particular business card is also shown here. So that's a full capture scale pipeline for Priya Deshmukh at Vertex Industrial Systems. That is the one. So we see one card, 11 stages, about 10 to 12 minutes of my actual time, and a fully researched, scored, drafted opportunity sitting in the pipeline instead of a jacket pocket. Aclero, Execution Intelligence for AI Outcomes. This was part one of four, a manufacturing use case with clear, urgent pain. Check out part 2 to see how the same agent handles a senior guarded buyer in a regulated industry. A completely different opening move. Thank you.